Okay, hello everybody. Thanks for joining us on this Keller Williams First Choice Real Estate Career webinar. This webinar is intended for people who are trying to decide whether or not to get into real estate, to answer your questions that you may have, and also probably answer some questions you didn't even know to ask. Also, for those of you that are you've decided to get into real estate, you're just not sure where to start, this webinar is intended for you as well. While we still have some people logging on and joining on to the webinar, I'll go ahead and introduce myself. I'll go very quickly here. My name is Lonnie Roussel. I'll be your host here today on the webinar. This is my contact information, so if any of you, once we're done with this webinar, would like to contact me, go ahead and jot down my name and phone number, email address there. You can get in touch with me. I'd be glad to help in any way that I can. This webinar should be no more than 20 minutes long. We're going to try to be very quick here, get as much information done in a short amount of time as we possibly can. I would recommend that you have a pen and paper handy. Take some notes, write down any questions that you may have. There's going to be some different websites and things that we're going to put on here for you to go to learn more about real estate. So I would advise you to grab a pen and paper, take some notes as we go. Let's talk about what we're going to discuss today. Here are our key topics. We're going to talk about the path to licensing, the cost to get and keep your real estate license, what are the skills and training needed to get your license, how to succeed in real estate once you are licensed, what a typical day and week looks like in real estate, and we'll answer the question, can I have another job while I sell real estate, and how long does it take to start making money in real estate. And towards the end of this webinar, I'm going to spend just a few minutes and tell you a little bit about Keller Williams Realty. It is the company that I've been with since September of 2006. Since the day I got licensed, I've been with Keller Williams Realty, and it's been huge for me. It took me from being brand new into the industry, not really knowing what to do, and all the training provided really allowed me to earn a six-figure income year after year. So I want to tell you a little bit about that towards the end here. So let's talk about the path to licensing, and this comes from the Louisiana Real Estate Commission. In order to get your real estate salesperson's license, you have to be 18 years old or older. You have to obtain either your high school diploma or an equivalency such as your GED. You have to show proof of successful completion of a 90 hours of real estate education. And when you hear people talk about going to real estate school, that's what they're talking about here, is this 90-hour course. You have to comply with all application procedures by the Real Estate Commission. Includes a criminal background history. I always tell people, don't run out and go get a background check. There is a specific background check you do through the Real Estate Commission when that time comes. You have to pass the real estate licensing exam. There's both a state and national portion. And you have to be sponsored by a licensed real estate broker. You can't just open up your own brokerage the day you get your license. You have to find a broker to sponsor you, where you can be a part of their company, and you have to provide your errors and omissions insurance, which you can also get through the Louisiana Real Estate Commission. The website down here, it is the website for the Real Estate Commission. I would say we are recording this webinar, so if you're watching this in the future, some of these things could change. I would say definitely go to that website and make sure that these things are completely up to date if you're watching this in the future. Also, on the path to getting licensed, these are the three most popular real estate schools in our area, and our office is located in Prairieville. If you're going to get licensed in and around the greater Baton Rouge area, these are the three that the majority of the agents in our area have gone to. I'm not endorsing any of these. I'm not saying these are the best, but these are the three that are the most popular, and these are the websites that you can go to learn more about each of these schools. Of course, whatever real estate school you decide to go to is completely up to you, but in case you didn't know where to start and where to look for these schools, these are three that you can go to find out more about what they offer, what the costs are, things like that, and find the one that you feel works best for you. A question that I get very often is, what is the cost? How much will it cost for me to get started, to get through real estate school, get my license, things like that? And here's a breakdown of those costs. It's going to take about $300 to take the licensing course, and this is going into the classroom, and that's the average cost. Of course, there are some that are a little more, there are some that are a little less. I find that if you do it all online, you can do it for about $100. Do it a little cheaper than this. But look into those websites we had just a moment ago, and they'll tell you all the costs that they have and the different options. It costs $75 to take the real estate exam. The background check that you have to run is $35. The licensing fee is $90. The errors and omissions insurance here is $184, and the Greater Baton Rouge Board of Realtors and the multiple listing service together are $800, and that's for the year. That'll be prorated for when you do join, but the total cost is about $1,500 initial startup cost. And after spending this $1,500, basically you'll be able to say, I'm a realtor, and that's where you are. That you'll have your license and you can sell a house. And then another question that I get is, what is the yearly cost? How much of this do I have to pay each year? And the licensing fee is $90 a year. There is an emissions insurance, also the $184 per year, and the board and MLS dues are $800 per year. Now, one of those you pay in the middle of the year, one you pay at the end of the year, so you're not paying it all at one time. But it is a total of about $1,100, which keeps your license active and keeps your membership active in our board and our real estate commission. Just to kind of put this in perspective, the average commission paid in our area is about $4,500. So even if you were on a 50-50 split, which is the absolute lowest that I would recommend for anybody to consider, so you should be getting at least 50-50 of all of the commission that you earn. So half of that, is over $2,200. So if you keep in mind, one closing can pay about 2 years of these fees. So just kind of keep in mind, though these are big numbers, and $1,100 is a lot of money. The ability to pay it, if you are consistent in what you do, and you should have no problems with it. And there's some other costs that can vary, to have lock boxes, signs, the e-key access to the lock boxes, business cards, things like that. Those will vary. There's no way to say this is exactly what all of these things will cost. It will depend on you and your business. What skills or training would you need to get your real estate license? Well, really, you'd have to take the 90-hour course and pass a state and national real estate exam to get your license. Unfortunately, I think the skills that you need to be successful in real estate sales are actually not learned during that 90-hour course. Really, you'll learn rules and regulations and how to pass the real estate exam, so you'll be able to get your license, but it's not necessarily the skills that you'll need to be successful in this industry. The broker or the company that you choose to be in business with they'll be the one that should provide you a necessary training, and if they don't, you'll be responsible for getting training on your own. So kind of keep that in mind as you're trying to decide who to be in business with. And then another question that I get a lot is how, in order to succeed, what are the skills that I'll need? And these are, in my opinion, I believe that you need to be a very highly disciplined person, very self-motivated. And the reason I say that is you are an independent contractor as a real estate agent, so you don't have a boss. There's nobody that you have to worry about coming in a room and seeing you goofing off. You've got to be disciplined and self-motivated and have that desire to succeed, to drive yourself each and every day, because you're not going to have kind of that boss watching over your shoulder, which is a great thing if you want to be self-employed, to not have somebody watching over your shoulder. But at the same time, you're going to have to be disciplined and motivated to do it on your own, so that you get up and do it every day. I think you need good people skills, and when I say that, I don't mean just have the gift of gab. A lot of people tell me, well, I want to get in real estate because it's very easy for me to talk to people, and that's great. That's a good trait for you to have. When I say good people skills, I mean that you're able to build rapport very quickly, that people will meet you and very quickly feel like they can trust you. That will be a big deal in real estate. Once people feel they trust you, they'll do business with you. So having those people skills and the ability to build trust and rapport very quickly, I think, will be huge. You have to be willing to learn. This industry changes often. It's a very different industry today than when I started in 2006. It's amazing how many things have changed. So you have to be willing to learn and adapt as you go. I believe you need to be tech savvy. You don't have to be a tech whiz by any stretch of imagination, but if you're not very tech savvy, I think you have to have an open mind and willing to learn technology. As the years go by, more and more things are focused around technology. I think you have to be at least willing to learn technology if you're not already tech savvy. And also, choose your broker or the company you're going to be in business with very carefully. Too often I see people make the mistake of looking at it and going, well, here's the company that has what I consider to be the best commission split, the best commission structure, and I'm going to do that. Commission structure, commission split is very important, of course. When we're talking about money, you want to make as much money as possible. But what are you getting for the split? What is the company providing for you? If they're not going to help you with training, resources, tools, support to help you grow your business, it's going to be difficult for you to be successful. So it won't really matter what your commission split is if you're not closing any business. So make sure that the company that you choose to be in business with is doing a lot for you to help you grow your business. Start to maintain a database. People who know you, like you, trust you. They'd be happy to do business with you and happy to refer business to you. So start a database and maintain it and consistently contact those people because they'll want to help you get your business going. Find multiple and creative ways to let people know that you sell real estate, whether it be through calling them, emailing them, direct mail. I heard a story of a young lady first got into real estate. All of her friends and family knew that her and her husband had been trying a while to have a baby. And she had a big party, invited everybody over to her house and said there would be a big announcement when you get there. So everybody took for granted that she was going to announce she was pregnant. Well, when everybody got there, she announced she was in real estate. Now, is that the best way to announce it? Maybe not, I don't know, but it was very creative, and people always remember that. They remember that story, which keeps her in top of their mind when they think about real estate. So I thought it was a pretty neat way. So I think creative ways are always great to help you stick out. Get into education. I can tell you that there's a lot to learn in this industry, and you'll continue to learn each and every day. I've got a lot of friends who've been in this industry for 30 years plus. And are learning every single day. So get into education through your company and what they provide. Local organizations, one of the organizations I'm a part of is the Ascension Council of Realtors. We do educational events that will help you grow your business. And also our board, the Greater Baton Rouge Board of Realtors, does a lot of training and educational events to help realtors in our area get better at what they're doing and increase our industry standards. So get an education at every turn, every chance you get. And then learn from those that have lived before us. We talk a lot about at Keller Williams that success leaves clues. People who have been successful have figured out what to do and also what not to do. So don't reinvent the wheel there. Just get in with people who have done it successfully, learn from them, and apply what you're learning. And there's a great quote here from Isaac Newton. If I've seen farther than others because I was standing on the shoulders of giants. Take those that have been successful before you, do what they're doing, and you'll see success as well. And another typical question is, what does a typical day or week of a real estate agent look like? And unfortunately, there is simply no typical day or week for a real estate agent. There's no way for me to say, here's the hours you can expect to work while selling real estate. Evenings and weekends are a part of the job. You're going to work some evenings, you're going to work weekends. And I can't tell you how many evenings and how many weekends. I really can't, because it depends on you and your business. How much business do you have? What are the work schedules of the people that you're showing homes to, that you're selling homes for? It really is going to depend on that. It's just a part of the job. There is really nothing typical. Now, the more business you have, the more flexible you'll be. And what I mean by that is you can dictate your schedule when you don't need business. For example, if you've got a child, a niece, a nephew, somebody close to you has a sporting event or a birthday party at Saturday at 2 o'clock, you really want to go to it, but you have no business going on. Somebody calls you and says, I want to see a house Saturday at 2 o'clock, and that's the only time that I have, you'll probably need to miss that birthday party or baseball game or whatever it is to go show the house because you need the business. But if you grow your business very successfully, you won't need it. Now, we always want all the business we can get, but you won't need it, and you'll be able to dictate your own schedule. Because if you can give up business to go to these things that are very important to you, your family, your life, whatever those things are going on. So I would say that's why I talk a lot about getting into education, building your business, because when you have enough business, you're able to kind of make your own schedule a little flexible, a little more flexible than you could if you don't have much business going on. And then again, when your business grows, you've got more and more business, you're making more money, you'll be able to hire what we call leverage, hire on an administrative assistant to handle some of the details for you as things go, so you're not working quite as many hours during the week. So unfortunately, no typical day or week in a real estate agent, though you are able to dictate your schedule if you choose to do so or as your business grows. And here's a big question I get very regularly: can I have another job while I'm selling real estate? Can I sell real estate part-time? And the short answer is yes, but it's just not easy. And it also depends on your company. Some companies don't allow their agents to work part-time. At Keller Williams, we consider you to be the president and CEO of your business. So it's up to you. You want to work 10 hours a week, you want to work 100 hours a week, that's your decision to make. As a real estate agent, you are an independent contractor, so it is up to you. Now, of course, the amount of time and effort that you put into your career is going to impact the return that you see from it. The more time you can spend in real estate, learning about real estate, selling real estate, of course, the higher your business will grow. And those that I've seen have been most successful selling real estate while they're working another job is those who have a very flexible other job. If you're working from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, just to be honest, I think it's going to be difficult for you to also sell real estate on top of that and have a great amount of success. If you work a small number of hours, or you have a little more of a flexible job where you can kind of come and go or change your hours, things like that, it'll be a little easier. Not to say that it can't happen, but it will be difficult. For me personally, when I started in real estate, I had another full-time job. It was flexible. I was able to cut my hours back as things went on, as I got more and more business in real estate. But I did have a flexible job. I worked early morning hours. I had a lot of hours during the day to go sell real estate. So is it possible? Yes, but the more you're working another job, the harder it'll be to grow a real estate career. And it's like anything else in life. The more time and effort you put into your real estate career, the more you're going to see from it. And here's the big question. How long does it take for me to make money? And I wish I can tell you, but there's just no way to be able to say it's going to take X amount of days, weeks, or months for you to make money, because it's so different for everybody. Real estate is an all-commission industry. You won't make any money until you close business. There's no base salary. There's no draw on future earnings. You can start making money as early as 30 days after getting your license, but it could take 6 months or longer. I've seen agents close business within 30 days and not make any money for another year. Others have taken over 6 months to get their first check, and they make $100,000 over the next 12 months. So there's really no way for me to say, here's what it's going to take. Here's what it's going to take a month or 2 months or whatever it may be for you to start making money. Everybody works differently, and the average that I've seen, just talking to different agents and how long did it take you, how long did it take you, seeing new agents come into the business, is between 3 to 4 months before you see your first paycheck. My advice is to be prepared to go 6 months without a check. And the reason I say that is if you prepare for 6 months and you go 3 months and get a check, then you're okay. But if you prepare for 3 months and it takes 6 months, you could experience some troublesome financial trouble, and I wouldn't want that to happen. So I would say be prepared to go 6 months, and hopefully it works out a lot quicker for you than that. I want to take a few minutes real quickly to talk to you about Keller Williams Realty. It is a company built by agents for agents. The mission of the company has always been to build careers worth having, businesses worth owning, and most importantly, lives worth living. We want to help you generate the income that you desire, work in the shortest amount of time possible so you can have time available to spend with your friends, your family, travel if you wish, spend more time with charities or church, whatever it is that you're passionate about, to not only make a large income but be able to do the things that you enjoy with that money. And the values of the company have always been God and family first, business second. And if you keep those priorities in the correct order, things typically just work out better for you. 4 ways we feel we stand out from other real estate firms is education, technology, our culture, and our wealth building. And I'll touch on each one very quickly. We have a resource for every career level. If you're brand new to real estate, which probably if you're watching this webinar, you probably are, or just getting going, we have training classes for those who have just started out to help you go from 0 to closing 16 or more transactions in your first year of real estate. And then if you're a $10 million a year producer, we have courses that will help you increase to $20 million a year. We feel as a company we are a training and coaching company. We train and coach you to be successful in real estate. We have a 24-hour-a-day online learning channel called KW Connect. Let's say you are one of those people who has another job when you first start out. You can't always make it to the training classes you'd like to go to. You can go to KW Connect any time of any day, type in the topic that you're trying to learn more about, and literally dozens of videos will come up and that you can watch to learn more about that topic in real estate, and that's available to every Keller Williams agent. We have a full-time productivity coach at our Keller Williams First Choice office, which is our Prairieville office. We look at productivity coaching as the vehicle that helps our agents bridge that gap between understanding what it takes to succeed in real estate and actually succeeding. Somebody that will help you go down the right path and to build your business. And think about it. Wouldn't it be great if you had an active real estate agent who's been a multi-million-dollar producer year after year be your personal productivity coach? But Keller Williams First Choice, you do. We have a full-time productivity coach that works with you. You'll have independent individual meetings with her. Also, you'll have group sessions and the ability to go to her when you have questions and problems and issues. Somebody that's done it year after year at a very high level that can be your personal mentor in this business. It will be huge for your business if you choose to join Keller Williams and choose to get into productivity coaching. Our technology is second to none. There's so much here to tell you about. I'm going to touch on a couple things really quickly. We have this Keller Williams listing system we call KWLS, which any listing that you take, you put it into KWLS, it will push it out to over 300 websites. So as you're sitting on a listing appointment telling a potential seller, I'll market your property on over 300 websites. They think you're working all day every day putting their listing on all these websites. It takes you about 15 minutes to put it into KWLS, and it'll push it out to those 300 sites for you. One of the marketing powers you have of being a Keller Williams agent. Also, you're provided with 2 websites that you can use personally. eAgency and eEdge are what they're called, and they were created by real estate agents, those that were very successful and knew what they needed to continue that success and grow that success. And that's what I feel is great about Keller Williams. They listen to the agents, find out what we need, and then provide those tools for us. And eEdge, one of our websites that each agent at Keller Williams has, was voted the most innovative web service in the real estate industry by MNU. So a great system that you'll have access to with Keller Williams. Here's a couple little templates of what they look like. One is much more customizable than the other. The other one is more of a set it and forget it. So you can use either one or both, however you'd like to use them. Wealth building, we do this in 2 ways to help you build your wealth. One, of course, is help you build your business, help you build your commission income that will build your wealth, and then also through passive income, our profit share system. Keller Williams is a profit share company. Profit share is a reward for helping grow the company. And you can see first 15 years that it was rolled out, nearly $350 million of owner's profit was shared with the agents in Keller Williams. To kind of put it back home in some context, at Keller Williams in Prairieville, we've averaged more than $50,000 a year shared with the agents in our office in owner's profit. So it's another opportunity for you to grow your income and grow your wealth. Our culture, we have a very family-like atmosphere in our office and throughout Keller Williams. We really believe in helping one another because we are a profit share company. Everybody wants everybody to be successful. The more you're successful, the more we all make and the better we all do. So you have everybody helping each other, and it just works better when you're not trying to do it on your own, when you have more people trying to help you out. We have something called an Agent Leadership Council, which is made up of agents in the top 20% in production in our office. They are essentially our board of directors. They hold our staff accountable to the budget to make sure that the expenses are as low as possible, to keep the profit as high as possible, because again, we all profit share. So it's everybody's money that's being affected. There's no secrets. You'll see every penny in and every penny out of the entire company. You know exactly what every expense that the office is spending. So you know the commission that you're splitting with the company, you know exactly where it's going at all times. There's no secrets at Keller Williams. We also we do multiple community service events throughout the year. Our big one we do every May is called Red Day. Keller Williams asked all 80,000 plus Keller Williams agents across the nation to do 1 day of community service in May. The communities we live in, when they hire us as their agents, they're helping our businesses grow, they're helping our company be successful. So we give back to that community one huge day every year, and then also multiple small events throughout the year. And I can go on, but I know everybody's busy and you want some basic information. I can tell you that Keller Williams Realty is definitely built by real estate agents. It wasn't built by people who wanted to own a real estate company. It was built by real estate agents, which is why it's been so successful throughout the life of the company and continues to grow consistently. This company absolutely changes lives. It has changed mine dramatically throughout the time since 2006, since I've been with the company. Probably making 3 to 4 times more than I ever thought I could make in my lifetime through the training, resources, support through Keller Williams. It's a great company to be a part of. If you have any questions that this webinar didn't answer, or if anything you want me to elaborate on, feel free to call me. This is my cell phone number, 225-284-6010 here. Call me or text me anytime, guys. Be glad to help you in any way that I can. Also, here's my email address, Lonnie@225homesales.com. Give me a call, shoot me an email, whatever I can do to help you get started, I'll be more than willing to do. Any questions, get in touch with me. I hope this was beneficial to you. Hope you learned something here today, and I hope to hear from you soon.